Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a haul video for you, and it is a high-end haul video. So it's not very often I actually get to go into the city in Sydney. I live on the suburbs and it's not that often I get to go into the city because I'm always busy. But I was in the city for a couple of days last week for some training, and I got a ton of high-end products. Whenever I go into the city, I always go into like our big city department store, and they've got all the best high-end brands. Anyway, I'm going to show you all the amazing products I've got, so let's get started. Okay, first thing is the MAC Minerilise Skin Finishes, and I got the shade Light and I got the shade Medium. So I always use the shade Medium, but what I've been finding, because it's been the depth of winter and I've been incredibly pale, is that the Medium's just been putting like a really slight coloured cast on my foundation, and sometimes I'll do my foundation and it looks perfect, the colour, and then I'll set it with my MAC powder and it just goes a little bit pink, and I know it's the colour from this. I always thought the MAC Mineralise Skin Finishes didn't have that much colour in them, but when you use one that's actually too dark for your skin, you can tell. So anyway, I went out and bought the Light, so I'll show you in comparison the two colours. That's the Medium, that's the one that I tend to always get, and that's the Light. So there's not a huge difference. You can just see that one's just a tiny touch warmer. That one, when I put it on top of my foundation when I've not got any fake tan on and I'm really pale, it's absolutely perfect. So now I have the two shades. I use the Medium when I've got tan on, and I use the Light when I'm pale. Au naturel. This is my most favourite face powder of all time. I got onto it probably about 2 years ago, and I've tried others and I always come back to this. It's so soft and it sets your makeup, but it doesn't make you feel dry and it doesn't make you powdery. It's really beautiful. Now, next brand that I visited was Bobbi Brown. So first thing I got was their Hydrating Eye Cream. So I got a sample of this. I can't remember why, and I absolutely loved it. It's one of those sachets, and I was literally squeezing like every ounce out of it I could. I absolutely loved it, so I decided to go and buy it. So this is the Hydrating Eye Cream. It's a 15 ml, which is standard eye cream size, and it is purely for hydration, and it's super hydrating. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the little packaging. It's so cute with the little Bobbi Brown on the lid. I think this was 75 Australian dollars. Which is kind of on the high end of the eye cream spectrum, especially when it's just hydrating. But I really loved it, and I really believe for me it was totally worth it. I was using it morning and night underneath my makeup before I went to bed. I just loved it. My eyes felt incredible. The next thing I picked up was a blush, and I got one of the Shimmer blushes, and I got it in the shade Pink Sugar. Now, I didn't even try this on in the store. I was just looking, and I just picked it up, swatched it, pretty, bought it. So this is it here. Again, I love Bobbi Brown's packaging. It's so like, it's just slick. It's just black and slick, and I love it. So this is it here. It's just a beautiful like candy pink. I was like going through my blushes, and all my blushes are like corals or like roses, and I didn't have anything, just like a nice simple candy pink. So this is it here. So it's just like a beautiful frosty candy pink. It's hard to show up on top of my fake tan, but you get the idea. And then the next is I got two lipsticks. So I got the Bobbi Brown Rich Lip Colour in Guava and also in Bikini Pink. Again, I just love their packaging. Look how nice that is. It's just black, clean, just beautiful. So this is the Bikini Pink. No, this is the Guava. So it's just like a really pretty like raspberry pink. It's so nice. Look at that, it's so pretty. It's like raspberry, really nice for summer. I'm totally getting into that spring summer frame of mind, and as soon as I saw that I was like, that's gonna be perfect. These Rich Lip colours as well, they're nice and hydrating. They're really creamy, but they're super good for staying in place. I really love this lipstick range. And the other one I got was Bikini Pink, which is a little bit more of a nude. It's a little bit more like a frosted kind of candy pink. And that's it there. So that one is quite similar to the blush. I kind of think I was going for a theme there. And then obviously I got a bit more of a brighter pink. I don't know why I'm swatching on my forearm, but I am. And this is my cat. Little bitch. Now the next brand I went to is one of my most favoritist cosmetic brands, but they have to be like one of the most expensive cosmetic brands on the market, and it's Tom Ford, but I love them. And I got 3 products from Tom Ford. So the first thing I got was another blush, and I got the shade called Frantic Pink. First of all, it comes in a really cute little Tom Ford pouch, which is it's just like an added extra. Basically, you can put this in your handbag, in your cosmetics bag, in that little pouch, and it means that the package is not going to get scratched, it's not going to get damaged. It keeps it nice and shiny, keeps it like fingerprint free. I think it's just like a little bit of added luxury, which I totally love. So the packaging is magnetic, like a magnet, like look, that will not open my handbag. Like I love it. Anyway, onto the actual product. So again, I just got like a really nice soft pink. So comparing it to the Bobbi Brown one, the Bobbi Brown one is much more kind of like candy, and then this one's just like a really soft nude kind of coral. Again, beautiful for summer. This one, in the shop, when I was looking at it, I thought it looked a lot like NARS Orgasm, but in kind of real life, like outside in here, I don't think it is. I think it's a lot more coral, but it's got a beautiful like satin finish to it. So that's it there. So it's super pigmented, and it's just like, it's like a pinky coral, frosted, reflective, glowy, beautiful blush. And then the other thing I got from Tom Ford was a lipstick. I grabbed one of the Tom Ford lip colours in the shade 13 Blush Nude. Again, I'm a sucker for packaging. Look at it's just beautiful. The perfect nude. It's like skin coloured, but then it's got a little bit of pink in it, so it's not too concealer-like. And that's it there. And again, the Tom Ford lipsticks, they're not cheap. I think this was $78, which is extortionate for a lipstick. But they're really beautiful, and just like this beautiful, classy packaging. And the quality of the lipstick, again, they're nice and creamy, but again, really good for staying in place. Like, that's why I spend the money on high-end products, because they're beautiful, the quality's amazing, the ingredients, the way they're made, where they're made, and the fact that generally they're worth the money. Like, if you go to a brand like Tom Ford, it's gonna be worth the money, believe me. Like, love it. And the last thing I got from Tom Ford was the perfume in Velvet Orchid. Now, a long time ago, like right at the beginning of my makeup career, so just after I finished beauty school, I actually worked for the Estee Lauder company. So the Estee Lauder company own Estee Lauder, Clinique, MAC, Bobbi Brown, Tom Ford, Aveda, Origins. Like, they've got quite a few brands under their hat, and I was actually a traveller for Estee Lauder, so that's how I first got into the company. And one of my very first shifts was I actually worked for Tom Ford for one day. Now, this was like back in the day. This is before they had makeup. Like, all they had was their perfumes, and then they had a few lipsticks. It was like just that they launched the lipsticks. It was so before any of their other makeup line. And so basically I was selling perfume for the day. That's pretty much what I did. And I remember smelling this perfume, and I absolutely loved it. Like, just for that one day, that's what I wore. I sprayed it on myself, went home, and I was like, I could smell it at nighttime, like it was on my clothes, and it was just stunning. And then I kind of forgot about it. Like, it was one of those ones that it was beautiful, but I never ever bought it, and then I kind of forgot about it. And then I think it was a couple of weeks ago, I was in Sephora, and so our Sephora in Australia, they stock the Tom Ford fragrances, not the private collection, but they have Black Orchid, Velvet Orchid, and they have a few other ones. And I smelled it, and it was like, it took me immediately back to that moment in time, and it was just crazy. So I got myself a 30ml. I just got a small size because this fragrance, let's just have a little smell. I wish you could smell this. It's just... it is probably my most favourite fragrance of all time. It is so beautiful. It's like floral, but it's musky, but it's sweet. It's almost like berry, but then like it's got like a beautiful floral. It's probably orchid. Let's just guess. It's absolutely stunning. And the reason I bought a 30ml is this is going to be for me a special occasion fragrance. Like, I'm not going to be making this fragrance an everyday fragrance because it's so beautiful, and it literally takes me back to a moment in time. I want to make it my special occasion fragrance. Oh, my God, if you need to go to your nearest Tom Ford counter and you need to smell this and just bask in the beautifulness that is this fragrance. I just love it. Okay, last stop for me was Giorgio Armani. Now, if you watch my videos, you know I'm obsessed with Giorgio Armani. I love their products. So the first thing I got was a limited edition Lip Maestro. So Lip Maestro are the Giorgio Armani velvet matte liquid lipsticks. Now, for me, they are some of the best liquid lipsticks on the market because I do not like a dry liquid lipstick. Whereas with these, now look at this colour. Now, this is the shade 505. It is like a beautiful fuchsia pink. It is so bold and so like fluorescent, but it's so pretty. And I got it pretty much because it was limited edition. So they brought out a range of kind of like different pinks, like bright pinks, nude pinks, like dark, like raspberry pinks, in a limited edition collection that they did, and this was one of them. This is the shade 505, so I'm just going to swatch it for you. So like I was saying, these liquid lipsticks are probably the most comfortable liquid lipsticks that I've ever come across. They're so like velvety, they're really long wearing, they're very high pigment, like that's just one swipe, but they don't dry matte. They kind of go like a little bit matte, but really comfortable, and they don't set, they don't dry, like they do transfer, but they're just so comfortable, and they still wear like really well. I don't find that they disappear super quickly. Now, another lipstick I got from Armani was the Rouge D'Armani 400, which is like their signature red. It is a signature Marilyn Monroe red. It's just the perfect red. Now, the Rouge D'Armanis, I'm sure you know because I always use them, are hands down my favourite lipstick formula ever made. They are 8-hour wear, and they actually are, but they're very comfortable. They don't dry the lips out, wears really easily on the lips. You don't need to worry about it coming off. It's going to be there for you, come rain or shine. So yeah, so that was the other lipstick that I bought, and look at this. So the other two things I got was the Armani Eye and Brow Maestro, and I got it in the shade Auburn. So the Armani Eye and Brow Maestros are basically like pigmented cream products. Now, how they market them is you can use them through your brows as a brow gel, you can use them on the eyes as like an eyeshadow, you can use it as a liner, you can use it as a contour, you can even put it on the lips to create like a matte lipstick. Now, the shade I got is Auburn. Now, I pretty much got this to use as an eyeshadow. So it's just a beautiful mauvey bronze. So it's bronzy, but it's just got like a hint of purple, and it's just really pretty. Now, these are waterproof. These are waterproof creams, so really long lasting. So I'm just gonna swatch it for you. So they're not crazily overly pigmented, because you can use them in a few different ways, but you can see it's just like a beautiful mauve. Now, this is the kind of product that would be perfect for like an everyday makeup look. You can just kind of like wash it over the eyes. You can use some darker shadows to contour with it, but it's just a beautiful everyday kind of cream product. So that's it there. So you can see what I mean by it's like a mauvey bronze. It's just got like a hint of purple through it. Very pretty. Now, the last product I got, which is probably the most exciting product I got from Armani, and it is the Eyes to Kill Silk Eyeshadow, and I got it in the shade number 6. So basically what these are, they're like a mix between a loose pigment and a cream. So I have number 5, which is like a really orange bronze, and I've got number 8, which is like a rose gold. So this one is like a yellow gold. Now, these are insanely pigmented. They're so beautiful. The only issue that I have with these is you do have to use them wet. So you have to wet your brush. I just spray like a little bit of MAC Fix Plus on a brush, dab the brush in, and then just dab it onto my eyelid, and you get the most amazing payoff. but you don't get any fallout. It blends really easily and it lasts incredibly well. Now I find if I use them dry, I get quite a bit of fallout. I love these eyeshadows. Again, they're good to just use all over the eye area. So that's everything. That's all the products I got. So I really hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any questions or comments or anything, leave them down below. If you did enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope to see you on my next video. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye!